Sonia here, and I want to talk to you today about the importance of having a morning routine. Now, if you're like me, I am not a morning person at all. My favorite place, especially as like a Pisces who loves sleeping and really needs a lot of sleep, is my bed. It's very much my safe, cozy place that I love to just nestle into. My mom tells a story about how when I was first born and brought home from the hospital, the first week I slept through the entire night and she thought that I was dead. So I love my bed. Mornings are not necessarily my thing, but my morning routine is a really beautiful way for me to gently start my day. And the thing that I really love to do is I love to use this time to connect to my own spirit, to my own energy, and use that as a place to navigate. Because when I really practice my morning routine, it helps to ease my anxiety, connects me to my intuition, helps me bring in what are the things that I'm trying to manifest, and actually makes me more available and less stressed during my day, which is all great, great things. So what is my morning routine? What is your morning routine? First of all, the first thing that I love to do is when I first wake up and open my eyes, I love to put one hand on my heart and one hand on my belly and take a few deep breaths and connect to my own sweet spirit. This is where I can start to really anchor in my energy before things come into my energy field. And the thing is the more that we strengthen our connection with our spirit by just being more available and more sensitive to it. The more sensitive we are to our intuition, the more guidable we are, and the more available we are to know what's our energy and what's not. And, oftentimes when I talk to my clients and different people, when a lot of times the different anxieties that come in during the day aren't even necessarily our energy. And if we can create a connection with what is the energy of our own spirit, the more that we're available to rebuff things that aren't ours. The second thing that I love to do, so that's when I wake up, I open my little eyes, I'm connect to my spirit. Second thing that I love to do, even while I'm laying in bed, and a lot, is meditate. Now, a lot of people say you gotta sit up and do this thing for meditation. For me, because I love my bed, I love to meditate in my bed. I usually get up and brush my teeth and then even get back in my cozy little bed because I love my bed. And I put one hand on my heart and one hand on my belly, set a timer on my phone for in between 15 to 20 minutes. Do 5 to 10 if you're new at meditation or if you don't have that much time and are pressed. And I set my timer on my phone for 10 to 15 minutes. And the first thing that I do is when I start that timer and I first just take a few deep breaths with my eyes open, in through my nose, breathe out through my mouth. Then I close my eyes and focus my attention on all the different things that I'm hearing. Hear the cars that are going by, maybe my boyfriend who loves to take a morning bath, hear him filling the bathtub or whatever. And then I start, after just paying attention to the different sounds that are going on around me, I then do a body scan. So I scan from my head evenly all throughout my body, through my core, through my legs, through my feet, and just pay attention to the different places that are holding tension, maybe that are holding different energy, seeing just even connecting with my physicality. After that, I start to think about what is my intention in meditation? Why am I meditating? A lot of times it can be something as simple as, I'm wanting to connect better to my intuition, wanting to be more patient with the people that I love, getting underneath my own reactivity, connecting to my emotional body. Every single day it changes. And having a reason why you meditate is a really good motivator and a really good reminder as to why we're spending a few minutes starting our day with quiet. After I meditate, and then after that, I just start to focus on my breathing. And at the very beginning, if you're very new at this, a really great way is to just count your in breath as 1, out breath as 2, 3, 4, and to 10, and repeat. And when the thoughts come in, because they will, it's not a matter of trying to get rid of thoughts, but it just is a reminder to come back to my breath. And it's almost like a little feather, you don't want to be like, stop thinking, but just like, oh, notice, back to my breath. The more that we do this, the more that it strengthens. And I've been meditating for years and I think things all the time. Again, not about not thinking, but just about coming back to my grounded breath. Then after meditating, my little timer will go off and I'll just give my mind a moment to just sort of think about anything. It doesn't matter, sort of let go of the controls. And then I turn off my little timer, and my next thing that I love to do is I put another 5-minute timer, and I love to focus on what it is that I'm manifesting. And the thing about manifesting, and when we really put in that place, our minds, how we create is with images. And so I put a timer on my phone for 5 minutes, and I visualize what it is that I'm manifesting. Right now, I'm manifesting a really good friend group here in New Orleans. So for that 5 minutes, I imagine myself, I try and employ all of my senses. What am I seeing? What am I hearing? What am I feeling? What am I smelling? What sight, sound, what am I smelling? I feel like I already said that, but you get the point. And then I spend 5 minutes setting that same timer and visualizing in present time what that is like. And every day it's sort of like building a story. And so I keep building on that and sort of coloring in all of the different things. The thing about when we really use this time to visualize, it helps to bring things into focus. And as we focus, that is our magic wand that we create. The more that we think in images, it impresses upon our subconscious, which actually has an effect even on our physicality and brings in and directs us as to how to manifest. The third thing that I do after that little timer goes off is I love to then say a simple prayer to my guides and angels. And the way that I do that is I just say, guides and angels, help me. Help move my body, help move my spirit, help me be available and open to the goodness in life. And that helps to set the tone for my day. The next thing that I love to do is put on music. When shamans talk to people who come in for healing, the first thing they say is, when did you lose your song in your dance? And when we can play music, it allows us to be flexible, available, gets us back into our physicalities, which is where we receive our intuitive guidance. The more that you're in your body, the more that you're connected to this physical container, the more sensitive you are to it, the more that you'll be available to your own intuition. The more you'll be guidable, the more that you'll be available, the more that you'll feel grounded, which is so important because it helps to manage our anxieties, know what's our energy and what's not, and also makes us more, puts us into a listening mode, which is our intuition. The next thing that I love to do is I love to put out my yoga mat with my little music. Sometimes I have fun playlists, sometimes I have gentle playlists, and stretch. And even just for a few minutes, because it helps to, like I said, ground me into my physicality. Remind me that my spirit lives in my body. And the more that I'm connected to my body, the more that I'm available to know what my intuitive guidance is, and the more flexible and available that I am. The more that I can connect with my own feelings and emotions and the things that are the foundation of my day. Next thing is that I love to then drink a cup of coffee. And my cup of coffee is also just a few moments to just tune into my own energy and really focus on what do I want to accomplish in the day ahead. It's also my favorite time to practice gratitude, because gratitude is a place where we can open our hearts and are able to receive. And the more that we're connected to our heart space, the more that we're available, the more that that is open, the more flexible we are, the more intuitive we are, the more generous and available we are, the less anxious we are. And my morning routine, the whole thing takes about 30 to 40 minutes. And even if you don't have that amount of time, just take a few different pieces and incorporate them into your day. Even if you just take, connecting with your spirit first thing in the morning, and even 5 minutes of meditation and a quick prayer to your guides, that is a solid, fabulous foundation for your day. To open you up to an intuitive guidance, to open you up to receiving, to being connected back to your physicality, to really trusting and nurturing a connection with your body and spirit. This little bit of time is so important because it's before our conscious mind kind of goes into overdrive and where we can get onto very much autopilot. So tell me, what do you do in your morning routine? What are the things that work for you? How do you connect with your intuitive guidance? And more so, if you're needing help or support, first head over to our site, soniaandsabrina.com, where there is tons of tips, tools, and videos. Sign up for our newsletter. You get a free spiritual lesson every week of things that you can use right now to help to tune you into your intuition, help you manifest, and bring your dreams into reality. Because the thing is we're all intuitive. It's just a matter of being able to tune into that energy. And if you're struggling and need support, I really suggest that you book a reading or mentoring with me. Move you out of the places of feeling stuck, fight or flight, get you clear on your soul purpose, what you're here to do, what your gifts are, and what is ahead. Or mentor with me and get grounded guidance on how to really embody living an intuitive life so it's not more and more information, which gets us stuck into fight or flight, figure it out, and actually disconnects us from our intuition and really trusting ourselves. So I hope that you have a beautiful morning. I hope that you have a beautiful day, and I'm sending you all my love.